But what do y'all think about them bringing back the wolves from Extinction?
Man,
bro.
the fact that they can do something like that is crazy.
It's nuts. It was a good replica of those wolves that were once a thing, but I wouldn't even consider it like
The same thing.
the same thing.
Yeah, let's get that cleared up. Like
Yeah.
they didn't just like bring a thing out of nothing.
Yeah.
They took some of the DNA from the fossils and saw how much of the DNA they can match up with a wolf that already exists.
Yeah.
And manipulate the DNA.
Yeah, so some of the DNA is from, they said, a gray wolf, and then some of it's from this dire wolf that was extinct. So really what it is it's a hybrid of both wolves. It's not completely one shebang.
And even hybrid is like that's a big term because it's more of the wolf they chose to make it out of than
Not the dire wolf.
That's a dire wolf.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of wolf with dire wolf traits.
Yes, like it's
know?
bigger, it's more muscular, and those are like key traits that they said that wolf has.
But like even with the real wolf, like you said, like it's not gonna be the same thing because it's like even if it's the same type of height and the same type of strength, the whole like DNA how it does it is different.
Yes.
You know,
It's like
it could be unsustainable.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And when they made like the liger, lion and a tiger, and they breeded it,
Yeah.
it couldn't reproduce. So
Yeah.
well, let's see if these dire wolves, have the ability to like, the genes can reproduce and whatnot. 'Cause sometimes it's like, yeah, you only get what you clone.
yeah.
I mean, that'd be a good experiment to see like what happens when they do try to reproduce. You know, because like imagine like they reproduce and like they're permanently giving out those genes that they manipulated out of them.
And then that means they can probably breed with the gray wolves too. Still,
It's like getting a replica NBA basketball, and whole time there's an official NBA basketball.
Yeah.
It's like I got the replica, but it's not the same thing as the official NBA ball.
the official NBA ball went extinct 10,000 years ago. This is a replica of the official NBA ball. It has some of the leathering stitching.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
The
traits.
official NBA ball went extinct 10,000 years ago.
Yeah. So
That's
And you know, it's facts though. Like if you can't get one of those, that'd be the best thing you could get.
Correct.
yeah, they got the closest they could to actually doing it. But even then, I think like why they even fucking around with that? And like morally, right? Like fuck science for a second. Should we be cloning things? Should we be
Genetically modifying them.
genetically modifying things?
And if they're doing that, like, why are they doing wolves?
Well, I guess just to test if
Test
they
it?
could.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See if
yeah.
they could.
They're not gonna do it on humans.
But you know
No,
what?
of course, yeah,
But
but
like Gattaca, were they able to? It's a movie where they're able to modify your DNA to make it the best DNA possible. So if they can see, like, yeah, based on looking at this DNA, your kid's probably gonna have like heart problems. We're gonna have like breathing problems. We're gonna have body problems. So we're gonna remove that bad DNA and make it where it comes out perfect. Where it's like he could be 5'5", he could be 6'5". We're gonna make it where it's closer to 6'5".
Yeah.
You know?
I seen some shit. I don't know how true this is. I seen some shit that like I forgot who was trying to do it. But like you could preserve your life by like freezing yourself or some shit. And like
cryo freeze.
yeah, I forgot what it was. But like they were saying like 20, 30 years later, like
They'll wake you up.
they'll wake you up and like you
Yeah.
come out of the ice and you're like, hey, like I'm cool.
That's been like a concept in science fiction for years, and I don't know if it's true. I'm pretty sure like they could slow down, like extend your life a few years, but I don't know if they can.
Ain't there like a few people who are frozen right now waiting for that day?
Yeah, but we don't know if like
They'll
like,
wake
they-
up.
yeah, we don't know if they're gonna be alive. They took a chance. Like
Yeah.
we're gonna freeze you.
Like I think somebody who was really sick, who was like gonna die, was like just freeze my body, and like maybe someday when they figure out how to wake
Walt
me up,
Disney?
and if I don't think it was Walt, it was like a whole random guy who had like a serious disease. They had put him. This is like the rumor. They froze him so someday when they could bring him back to life, hopefully by that time they could also fix his disease. So when he comes back, he'll be okay.
He spreads his disease and kills the entire population.
That's so crazy.
Would you do that
Nah.
if it was guaranteed?
If it was guaranteed, yeah.
Okay, so what age would you freeze yourself and stop living this life? Because you don't want to freeze yourself at 80 and then live 1,000 years in the future at 80. You want to be like have some life left. So if you could do it, what
Well,
age?
I would say the closest to where like I don't know what age I'm gonna leave, right? So I would say like I think 60. If I fucking could make it 60, I think 60 is like because the average lifespan of a is like
So,
what
And
70?
low key, if it's 60 and you go to the future, like yeah, we can reverse age you. We can make you like
40 again.
40 again. You know what I'm saying?
So you'll be 60 years old.
Yeah.
Your wife will be 58
Yeah.
or whatever. Your kids will be in their 30s.
Uh-huh.
Your grandkids will be 5 years old. And you're gonna say see y'all. I'm freezing for the future. You're gonna
Like,
say goodbye to your wife, your kids.
The longer you're here, the more shit you do in this world, the harder it is to
I'm gonna
leave.
say, mijo, I'll see you in 20 years. Okay.
So you just want to be frozen for 20 years.
Yeah.
Mijo, I'll see you in 20 years.
Think about it like this: if you freeze yourself too,
Yeah, exactly.
we can see each other later.
Think about it like
You
this.
won't have to live without seeing me, mijo.
If we both freeze together,
We can go to the future, mijo.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is go to sleep.
Well, yeah, my fucking grandkids are 5. Like, by the time I wake up, they're still in their prime. They're like 20 years old, 30 years old.
yeah,
I'm
they
like,
forgot
hey,
to
grandkid.
they forgot to unfreeze you. Your kids and wife are dead, and your
Well,
grandkid is.
You said guaranteed. Now you're not guaranteeing it.
No. You're guaranteed to live and get unfrozen. But they fucked up. On the paperwork, you said 20 years. They did it 60 years later. Your grandson is the only remaining member that you're still alive from
So-
before you were frozen, and he's older than you now. So you're coming out. You're coming out at 60. He's 85, and they're like, Grandpa, they never unfroze you. We waited.
So I didn't know that before I signed the thing and everything.
No, you thought everything was gonna be.
So it wasn't guaranteed then.
The grandson.
You were guaranteed to come out alive.
Okay.
The grandson did go in and say, "Hey, yo, like, ain't my grandpa supposed to be coming out?" by
Can't
now?"
do
Yeah.
it. No clearance. It was his wishes. He signed a contract. There's no one can override his contract. No one can just unfreeze him.
No,
one.
I never said to unfreeze him. I said his contract said he's supposed to come out at this time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
That's
said
what he said.
Yeah,
no, they
that's
have
why
it
I signed
right,
it.
no. They have it right here for 60 years because when they wrote
And I would
it,
have said,
Yeah, before he ever froze him, he would have said like, "What the fuck, 60
I
years?"
would have
I
made
said 20
sure my
years.
counselor
He
was
missed
with
it.
me. Nope, my counselor was with me, and they read
Yeah,
the whole
like-
entire thing.
Like his whole lawyer's there,
Yep.
Jewish lawyer, and
Jewish lawyer.
his whole lawyer's there. He got his wife and his kids, and like,
They
yeah,
signed.
everyone missed the 60 years.
Yeah, everyone missed it.
and that's what happened. Crazier things have happened.
Hey, but what if they're like, yeah, we guarantee like we'll be able to unfreeze you, but then like the world ends.
yeah, they lost like the filing of like when you're supposed
I
to be unfrozen.
can't do nothing.
It's like, damn, like,
And then you meet your 85-year-old grandson. He
how you
says,
gonna meet him if the world ended?
He
world
survived.
ended.
He survived.
If the world ended, you're not coming back alive.
So everyone's dead.
I mean, people.
How did the world end though? Like, what if I'm in a
Yeah.
preserved underground bunker?
If the world ended, how they gonna bring you back to life?
So he'll be on some Fallout 4 shit then, where like the technology's starting to wear out and like the world ended, but the infrastructure to keep the shit frozen is starting to wear off. So he's starting to thaw out, and then he's like,
Like it's melting.
yeah, and you.
There's no more electricity. There's no more
I know
nothing.
it's dark as
I
fuck.
feel like if that's the case, like you can just freeze yourself and then unfreeze yourself and you'll be alive. I feel like in reality, you need some to bring a motherfucker to life. Like you can't just unfreeze them
Oh,
and
so,
they'll be
okay,
alive.
okay. So the freezing's gonna preserve his body, and then when they unfreeze him, they gotta do something to him.
Like they have while he's frozen, they gotta do a certain thing while he's still frozen. They can't.
Like dewormer, pink.
Yeah, like they gotta do.
They were doing it. It was automated. It was a machine thing.
No matter
made
what
for it.
happened, it was already
and
bound to
he,
happen.
he was in an underground bunker, and like all the infrastructure went out, but they had like generators for years, for like another 40,
that were made
50
for
years.
that moment
Yeah.
specifically.
Yeah, just in case. They had generators that were like on autopilot.
Damn, so you about to be able to Fallout 4 shit.
Like he unfrozen. The generators are going for another 200 years before he's worried about it.
And the dire wolves are walking around.
Yeah,
The dire wolves mutated and like, fucking like
they own the world.
Now they're real dire wolves.
Yeah.
yeah, they have a consciousness.
If there was one thing, like one apocalypse or something that like took over the world, what wouldn't you guys want it to be?
An apocalypse that took over the world.
Yes,
like,
like-
I don't want plague. I don't want zombies. I don't want
plague. I don't want.
I don't want
Yeah.
nukes. I don't want nuclear winter.
Yeah, like cause remember that like that one movie, like the bird eye or
the
something.
bird box.
Yeah, like you gotta wear the blindfold.
Yeah.
Or some shit like
That's
that.
that's horrible. That's horrible.
Like that blind can't be open right now.
honestly, it would probably be easier to say what kind of event I would want.
Yeah.
Because honestly, like if there was any type of game over scenario, I would want it to be like a solar flare. A
Yeah.
solar flare would shut down the entire grid. No water, no electricity, no gas, nothing.
Yeah.
And you
Like
gotta
no
live off the
zombie
land.
bullshit.
No zombie bullshit.
Zombies is too scary.
but
Yeah.
but it's wild. No zombies, especially if it's like World War Z zombies.
No, it's scary. Like you're driving, trying to get out of the city, and like boom, hits your windshield.
because like
Yeah.
if it's like slow zombies,
Roads over all of them.
if it's like slow zombies, you could deal with that, you know.
No, 100%.
But if it's like World War Z zombies, where
Yeah.
like they don't give no fuck about their like what their muscle or anything like that or hunger or anything, and they're just like on go all the time, you're gonna get caught up.
Yeah, you're gonna get caught up.
You're gonna get caught up. There's nothing you could do, you know.
yeah.
And like, imagine like we had this shit boarded up and like they're tearing down the boards.
Like on some I Am Legend shit.
Like they're climbing through the window. They're
I
like,
am legend.
Man.
yeah, no. I don't want to deal with I Am Legend.
No. No.
I don't want anything fast and like that would eat me.
Yeah. and like it'll eat damage.
Yeah.
You know, like you shoot it, it's like, nope, you gotta shoot me in my head.
Yeah. Like
No, it is.
you blow his fucking arm off with
Yeah.
a 12 gauge. He's like,
Still coming.
Still going. Yeah, no, fuck that.